Hello guys, and welcome to my channel where I discuss day-to-day practical banking topics. And today let us talk about depositing cash in our bank account. So there are times when we have some spare cash in our hands that we need to deposit in our bank account. So we take that cash and visit our nearest branch and deposit it by going to the cash counter. But we must remember that we cannot just take the cash and walk to the counter. We need to fill up a form that is also called the cash deposit slip or the pay-in slip in some banks, or the common deposit slip. So basically this is the slip that we need to fill up before depositing our cash, and we need to take this slip along with the cash to the cash counter. So no need to be confused. This is the only form that we need to fill up. If we look at this form, there are many parts to it. The first part is this one. This is the main part of the cash deposit slip that we fill up. We need to deposit the whole slip, but this is the part that the cashier keeps with himself, and this is the part that the cashier returns back to you stamped. So this is the part that the cashier keeps with himself along with the cash, and this is the part that he returns back to you stamped with the cashier stamp. So let us see how to fill up this cash deposit slip. On the top portion of this slip you will find deposited in branch. Deposited in branch basically means the branch of, let's say here in this case it's Bank of Baroda, the branch of Bank of Baroda where I am visiting to deposit the cash. For example, let's say Park Street branch. In that case we have to write here Park Street. In the next field we see my account is with. Now in the current CBS or core banking system, it is not necessary to have your bank account in the same branch where you are depositing cash. In this case I am depositing cash by visiting the Park Street branch, but it is completely alright to not have my account in that same branch. For example, I can have my account in, say, Salt Lake branch, and I can visit Park Street branch to deposit my cash. It is perfectly alright in this era of core banking system. So let us say I have my account in Salt Lake branch, so I will write here Salt Lake. And we must not forget to put in today's date. Date is really important in all banking applications. So we have filled up the first line of our cash deposit slip. Yay! In the next line we find the full name and account number fields. So what do we mean by the full name and account number? Whose full name and whose account number? So let's say I have a friend by the name of Rohit Sharma, not the cricketer. That would be cool, but not the cricketer. So basically Rohit Sharma wants some cash from us. So we need to go to Park Street branch and deposit, say, 5,000 rupees in Rohit Sharma's account. So full name here means the full name of the person in whose account I am depositing the cash. Same goes with the account number field. Since we are submitting or depositing cash in Rohit Sharma's account, we have to write down Rohit Sharma's account number. Therefore, we write here Rohit Sharma, and since I am using paintbrush, I would just drag down the account number from here. So there we go. we have filled up the top portion, we've nearly filled up the top portion of our common deposit slip. On the right of the account number, you will find the type of account. So if you look here, this is a common deposit slip for savings bank, current account, cash credit, overdraft, all kinds of accounts. So let's say Rohit Sharma has a savings account in Bank of Baroda, Salt Lake branch. So we need to write here savings or just SB. There we go. Now, in the next section, we have the details. We need to fill up the details of the cash that we are depositing. In the top section, we had filled up the details of the branch and the details of the pay. In the next section, we are going to fill up the details of the cash or check. Since in this video we are discussing only cash deposit, we will not discuss this portion, and we will discuss it in some later video. We don't need this portion right now. We will only focus on cash deposit. So let's say we are depositing 5,000 rupees and we have to write down 5,000 here. This is the total amount that we are depositing, 5,000 rupees and 0 paise. But that is not enough. We are seeing so many numbers above this. What are these? We need to fill up the exact breakdown of that 5,000 rupees. The first column represents the denomination. So you are depositing 5,000 rupees. So exactly what denominations are you depositing? Is there any 2,000 rupee note? Is there any 100 rupee note? Is there any 500 rupee note? Write that down. Here we see 1,000, but we do not have 1,000 now post demonetization. So we will just make this 2,000. Let's say we are depositing 5,000 rupees and we have one 2,000 rupee note, 4 500 rupee notes and 10 100 rupee notes. So we need to mention all these things in the cash deposit slip in the pieces column. This column basically says what are the denominations of the note that you're depositing. Since we have one 2,000 rupee note, we need to write here 1. Since we have 4 500 rupee notes, we need to write here 4. Since we have 10 100 rupee notes, we need to write here 10. So 1 times 2,000 is 2,000 rupees and 0 paise. 4 times 500 is also 2,000 rupees and 0 paise. 10 times 100 is 1,000 rupees and 0 paise. So in total we have 5,000 rupees. We can just cross out the rest of the portion. Now we have filled up the second portion of our common deposit slip. At the bottom you will see a few more lines that says total amount in words. We need to write down in words 5,000 rupees only. We need to make sure that the words and the figures match. Below this we have the PAN number. If we are depositing 50,000 rupees and above, we need to quote our PAN number in this column. Just some random PAN number. In the next column, we need to mention our mobile number. Now this is really important and we must never ever forget to mention our mobile number in this field. everything about it is very simple, but we should always mention our mobile number. Since I am depositing the cash, I will write down my mobile number, just a random mobile number. I'll write down right now. Okay. Now, why is this important? Let's say you have unknowingly made some mistake in the common deposit slip. You've written down the wrong account number or the wrong name, and while posting this transaction, the officer or the clerical uh, person finds out that the full name written is not matching with the account name, or the account number is completely wrong, or the account is frozen or it's dormant. And in any case, if given some excess cash, there can be plenty of reasons, but in any case, if the bank thinks that it is not able to or does not wish to deposit the cash in your account or post the transaction, the bank needs to inform you. It needs to inform you to come to the branch with the counterpart and collect your cash from the cashier. To do that, it is important that you mention your mobile number, your working mobile number, so that the branch is able to reach you. So please, please, please do not forget to write down your mobile number in this telephone or mobile number column. On the right side, you find the signature of the depositor. Since I am depositing the cash, or whoever is depositing the cash can just put his own signature here. That was not much of a signature, but we will have to make do. This is the main portion of the common deposit slip that we have just now filled up. The rest of the fields for office use, this is for office use entered by. So basically, since we have the maker and checker concept in the bank, once you deposit the cash, this cash voucher is entered by a certain person, and also authorized by another person. So we have the entered by and verifying officer signature here, and also the cashier and teller. So you need not fill these up. Also, there's the transaction number. This is not for the customer. This is for office use only. Basically, while entering or while posting this transaction in the bank account, a transaction number is generated. So this is for office use, where the banker writes down the transaction number. Now let's come back to the other portion of the cash deposit slip here, the left portion. This is the portion that the cashier will return back to you after accepting the cash and stamping, so that you can keep it with yourself and you can produce it if ever required, or you can just keep it with yourself for your own record keeping. Now we need to fill up the exact same information that we have filled up on the right side of the slip. So since we are depositing cash in the account of Mr. Rohit Sharma, we need to write here Rohit Sharma. We also need to write down Rohit Sharma's account number. We need to write down today's date. And we need to write down the deposited in branch, that is Park Street branch. We also need to write down the particulars of the cash we are depositing. If needed, you can write down the breakup of the cash here, like 2000 into 1 multiplied by 1, 2000. 500 multiplied by 4 becomes 2000. Since this portion belongs to you, you can make use of it. You could just write here 5000 and if you can understand by that, it's well and good. But if you need to write down each denomination like you did on the right side, you can also write here, say 2000 to 1, that's 2000. 500, 2000, 100, 1000, 0 paise. And the total comes to 5000 rupees and 0 paise. You can just strike off the rest portion. Also mention the total amount in words. And there you're done. The cashier will basically put a stamp on this and return the cash deposit slip counterpart back to you, and you can happily go home after depositing the cash. I'm sure most of us are already aware of this, but there are still many who would like to know, who have not visited the branch, and who are just new to this branch banking concept, and who would like to know that how to fill up this cash deposit slip. I hope this video helps them, and if you have any more queries or any suggestions, just write down in the comments below. And different banks have their own version of the common deposit slip with different design format and many other arrangements, but basically you will find these are the fields that you will find in any common deposit slip, because all these fields are really important. So it doesn't matter which bank's slip you're filling up, you will nearly find everything you find in this common deposit slip. So thank you for watching my video. Stay tuned to watch my next video. Thank you guys.